wake up, open your eyes, no longer dead, we are alive. Rise up, children of light, open the doors, oh, let it shine. Oh, it's a new day, everything changed. When your love came into the darkness, you said the light of the sun. You said the light of the sun. So as we get ready to listen to Trent talk about being a parent and an influencer, let's read Psalm 78, verses 1 through 8 together here, and just use that to prepare our hearts for this next song and for our sermon. Give ear, O my people, to my teaching. Incline your ears to the words of my mouth. I will open my mouth in a parable. I will utter dark sayings from of old, things that we have heard and known, that our fathers have told us. We will not hide them from their children, but tell them to the coming generation, the glorious deeds of the Lord and his might, and the wonders that he has done. He established a testimony in Jacob and appointed a law in Israel, which he commanded our fathers to teach to their children, that the next generation might know them, the children yet unborn, and arise and tell them to their children, so that they should set their hope in God, and not forget the works of God, but keep his commandments, and that they should not be like their fathers, a stubborn and rebellious generation, a generation whose heart was not steadfast, whose spirit was not faithful to God.
Worthy of all the praise we could ever bring. Thank you. You may be seated. Good morning and welcome to Zion. We're so glad that you chose to worship with us this morning. If you're a guest and you're joining us for the first time today, special welcome to you. We would love for you to connect with us by grabbing a communication card in the seat in front of you. If you fill that out and drop it off at our First Impressions desk on your way out the door, we've got a gift just to say thank you for being here. And if you're a guest joining us for the first time online today, a special welcome to you as well. And you can also connect with us. Let us know you're watching. You can text the word Zion Life to 814-764-0304, and you'll get a digital form of that same communication card to let us know that you're watching with us today. A couple of announcements. First is our First Step class. That's next Sunday, April 28th. If you are new or new-ish to Zion, you've been checking things out, and you're not quite sure what you're thinking, and you want some more information, we would love for you to join us next Sunday from 4 to 6 p.m. Right here at the church. It'll be in the classrooms behind us in the hallway, rooms 103, 104. If you want to join us for that, you can scan the QR code. I was waiting for that. You can scan the QR code that's on the screen, fill out the form. You can also, if you're a low-tech person, you can fill out a communication card and leave that at the First Impressions desk as well. No, why? That's not rude. There are low-tech people. There are low-tech people. Ken? Thank you. Some people are proud to consider themselves a low-tech person. Moving on. To baby and child dedication. That's also next week. It's kind of going to be the capstone of our parenting series. And if you are the parent to a baby, a toddler, even all the way up through, elementary age students, and you've never dedicated your child, you are welcome to stop at the preschool desk and get some more information about that. There's also a form in the nursery as well. And that's really more for the parents to recommit themselves to raising their children to, God willing, know the Lord someday. Kids Life is looking for some donations. They're looking to make a few upgrades to their supplies in their classrooms, and they need your help. They're looking for donations of expo markers, Play-Doh, and tools. Now, that's all one thing, so I'm assuming when Miss Danielle sent that, she meant Play-Doh tools. I don't think she needs drills and pliers and screwdrivers, but maybe. But probably Play-Doh and Play-Doh tools. New or gently used board games and card games. If you've got those, some board games, card games lying around, or you want to pick up some Play-Doh or expo markers, you can drop those off at Kids Life sometime in the coming weeks. Okay, and now I'm going to invite our friend Megan up to give us an update about Keystone Family Alliance.
Good morning. First, thank you to my church family. Trent, already looking at your watch. I was given 5 minutes, and I have so much to cover. Anyways, thank you guys so much, my church family. I was quickly reminded, BJ and I were quickly reminded of the importance of Keystone Family Alliance and you guys and the much needed provided meals when you have foster children enter your home. Many of you know BJ and I had children enter our home, and we're still losing our minds, but those meals, we couldn't have done it and are not able to do it without the support of all of you guys. So it is so appreciated, and the meals have been delicious. So thank you so much. But just before the chaos began in our lives, I was able to go to the Keystone Family Alliance retreat in April, and we covered so many things in our advancing this year at Keystone Family Alliance, and I am so excited. The first thing that I want to talk to you guys about, because we're advancing, we are now unofficially representing in Clarion County 11 churches with Keystone Family Alliance. Yes, officially 9. We have 9 partnerships. We have 11 that haven't signed the agreement, but they are actively working with us. With that, that means that there are 11 church advocates that work with me, 10 plus myself. Each one of those advocates is representing their church. I need an advocate for Zion. I am overseeing 11 churches. I need one for Zion, someone that has a heart for foster care, that is willing to step up and be that person for Zion Church. It's getting too big for me to be able to handle on my own. So the advocate has less responsibility, obviously, than I do, but it's just to come to those meetings and help me to communicate with you guys the information that we have at Keystone Family Alliance. So if that's something that might interest one of you, please come and see me. I'm excited about where we're going. So hopefully someone will have an interest in that. Second is probably the most exciting thing that we are bringing to our county and all the counties across Pennsylvania, and that is equipping PA families. We have several groups that we are doing, but one of them is equipping churches. It is called Equipped for Churches in PA. And what we're doing is we have a certified trust-based relational intervention instructor. So TBRI, some of you are familiar with that. She will come in and equip our churches and our preschool staff, our kids' life staff, and equip the church to be trauma-informed. So I'm really excited about that, what that means for the church. It's a biblically based and trauma-informed training, and the churches will complete that program and receive a trauma-informed church logo to add to our website and print materials, and then you'll also be included on Keystone Family Alliance's website. So if foster and adoptive families are looking for a church to attend in the county, they can look on our website and say, oh, they're trauma-informed, and attend our church because we're equipped to handle kids from rough trauma backgrounds. So we're also equipping schools, caseworkers, and then families within the community. So super excited about that. I know the Mental Health Summit, it goes right in line with the Mental Health Summit that took place last week. So I think we're moving in a great direction in Clarion County. So I'm excited to watch that grow. Third, CYS, blessing CYS. Keystone Family Alliance has taken on the initiative to bless CYS every month throughout the year. And the way we have done that is we've had a church step up each month through the year. And our month, Zion's month, is May. So what that looks like is we can bless CYS any way that we choose. Some people have done donuts and coffee. To be honest, they usually do donuts and coffee. So April, one of the churches, it was actually MOPS, but they did a fruit and veggie tray, and CYS actually said that they were excited to have something healthy. So we can be creative. It can be food, it can be thank you notes, but if anyone has any ideas, there are 25 staff roughly right now. So in May, it is our job to bless CYS. And then 2 other things. Stand Sunday is one thing to be looking forward to. That is November 10th. We'll be talking more about that in the coming months. And then our fundraiser and awareness event for 2025. Our theme is going to be seen, but the logo is going to be uncrossed out seen. So we're going to be preparing for that, and we're going to be looking for event sponsors, table hosts early this year. It's going to be held here again. I'm excited for that. We're hoping to get a jump start, and we'll need people to help us out with that. How'd I do? Great. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Megan. So I'm going to do something, press pause a little bit and do something that I don't do a whole lot, and that's talk about finances. You know, as a church, as a pastor, I don't talk about finances a lot. Some would say I probably are on the side of not talking about it enough. I'd rather err on the side of not talking about finances enough than talking about it too much and have people say, "Why are you ever doing just talk about finances. We just don't do that. As a matter of fact, if you've been a part of Zion, we don't pass a plate every week. And God has provided. A lot of you all have given, started moving, you're giving to doing it online. So it's good. And so I'm going to give you an update, give you a couple of thoughts. First of all, the update. This is where we're at right now. And this is through the end of March, so it's, we're 3 weeks beyond that, that particular giving, that Sunday. Today, as of now, the giving year to date at the end of March was $169,567. The budget need, if we were just based on what we budgeted for the year and how much we say we would need every week, is $175, which means that we're $58.18 behind. Now again, that's the budget need. That doesn't reflect the spending, right? So our actual expenses are not $175, okay? But that's just based on what we said is the budget. So if those of you who have good memories, it was just a few months ago that we were about 11,000 behind. So that gap has been closed. So thank you all for being generous. And we have, I think, about 10 weeks left before we close the books on the 23-24 budget year. And so my encouragement, my challenge, my prayer for us is that we'd be able to close that gap. And you never want to end the year with a deficit. But again, that doesn't necessarily affect our actual spending. But just if we set a goal, I'm a guy like, let's hit the goal. And so I want to encourage you, Zion, in a couple of different ways. Number one, if you're new or newish to Zion and you haven't begun to give, but you have enough faith background to understand that giving is a part of our spiritual habit, spiritual discipline, spiritual rhythms, then we encourage you to do that. And you can give any number of ways. You can give on Sunday mornings in our buckets. You can give online. Our website, zionlife.com, has a link for giving. And so, or you can mail it in. We don't really care. We want to make it as easy as possible for you. So if you're new or newish and haven't thought about, like, hey, should we start giving to this church that we're a part of, please take some time to consider that and pray about that. And if God would put that on your heart, awesome. If you're a part of Zion and you give, but you would say, the truth is it's kind of hit or miss. I don't really have a plan and intentionality in my giving. I'm not really regular. I'm just more sporadic. Then perhaps maybe in your journey right now, it's just, hey, I need to come up with an intentional plan, a rhythmic way, a regular way, whether it's weekly or every other week or once a month. If that's a step that you need to say, okay, I need to figure that out, what a rhythm for my giving looks like, please, do that. And one of the things that we've done personally in our home is we've just automated it. My bank actually sends a check here every week. And so I did that through my bank so that I don't have to think about it. That's the way that the Kirkland family has decided to automate our weekly giving. But then for those of you who are regular, you're consistent. First of all, thank you. Thank you for your generosity. Thank you for your faithfulness in giving. Maybe for you, it's beginning to say, okay, God, are you asking me to stretch myself in my giving? Anybody who's been walking with the Lord, who has practiced generosity, whether it's through the tithe or through just grace giving, at some point in time, your giving isn't a step of faith any longer because God's proven himself, right? When you first start to give, it's a step of faith, and you're like, I don't know how this is all going to work out. You give, and it is faith, but then God proves himself. And so every once in a while, we like to just say, hey, look, if you're walking with the Lord, when was the last time that you stretched yourself in that particular area of your life? And so if that's a season that you're in, we encourage you to do that, to pray and consider that. Because I think that the gap over the next 10, 12 weeks that we have left, I think we can close that gap and end up in a good space. Speaking of that, we are beginning to work, have been working and continuing to work on the 24-25 budget. And one of the things that we're asking ourselves is it time for us